everybody to the Morning News Hour show. Every morning right here on the Illuminati ISBC Truth. ISBC Truth Network. With your host, Pastor Michael Smith. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Tap on that subscribe button if you're new here. Um, this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you tap on them like buttons, get us in them algorithms. Tap on them like buttons, get us into them algorithms. Let's see what else we got. Don't forget to hit that join button. You know what I'm saying? The exclusive you get hitting that join button, you get the exclusive Illuminati Radio Celebrity Podcast, which we break down the celebrity news and what's going on in celebrity life and Hollywood life and Babylonian life. You know what I'm saying? We break down that. That's on the Celebrity Illuminati News Hour podcast. That's only in the members only. That's for members. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the advantages you get for hitting that join button. Another one is you get the exclusive first dibs on the Illuminati Radio merch, Illuminati Radio t-shirts. We also got the Illuminati Radio coffee mugs. You get first dibs on Illuminati Radio coffee mugs, Illuminati Radio t-shirts. Also, every year we comes out with the Hebrew Israelite calendars. Every year you get you be the first on the list to receive a Hebrew Israelite calendar. Also, every year they come out. So those are the advantages you get by signing up to become a member of this channel. You know what I'm saying? So hit that join button, become a member today. You will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. All right, so we got that out the way. This is the afternoon news show. We bring you forth the news. You know what I'm saying? We break down the news so that you'll know what's up, what's what. I'm your host. I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. What else we got? Pastor Michael Smith. I told you guys hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the news, people. Let's go ahead and break down this news so we can get up out of here. And then don't forget Bible study classes tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right here, people. You know what I'm saying? We also, you know what I'm saying, have class every night. Right here on the ISBC Truth. So, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to miss out on that. If you want to tune into the Bible study class, you know what I'm saying, you can call in starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The telephone number to call in is 978 890 8900. That's 978 890 8900. And the access code is 365 310 pound. That's 365 310 pound. That's tonight's Bible study class. If you want to call in, you're welcome to call in as well. All right, so let's go ahead. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the news. See what we got in the news this morning, people. Alexa, get me Al Jazeera News podcast. I don't know what's going on with Alexa. She's been slow lately. She reacts to things slow. She responds to things slow. She's been slow lately. Let me try it again. Alexa, get me Al Jazeera News podcast. Yeah, let me try to reset Alexa because Alexa been slow lately. Alexa been slow lately. See if I can reset Alexa. Because Alexa been slow lately. I don't know what's wrong with her. me wait for her to load up. 'Cause I don't know what's wrong with Alexa. She been mad slow lately, people. 1 second, people. Okay, let's see if she's slow now. Alexa, give me Al Jazeera News Podcast. Alexa, give me Al Jazeera News Podcast. You know, Alexa is slow. I don't know. Alexa, what time is it? My Alexa is not working. Alexa, what time is it? Alexa is definitely ain't working. Something wrong with Alexa, people. It's brand new. Alexa, what time is it? Let me see something. Hold on for a minute. Is my Alexa connected to the Alexa? She ain't saying nothing.
It's red.
Yeah. Oh, it's red? What does that mean?
You got it on mute.
Oh, I got it on mute?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what happened.
That's all.
Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 12:04
Oh, okay,
p.m.
there we go. Okay, it was on mute. Oh. All right. Alexa, give me Al Jazeera News Podcast.
Playing Al Jazeera news updates
There
from
we go.
Amazon Music. Resuming Indonesia protests. Russia targets Ukraine's energy facilities.
Equality and accusations
Alexa,
of
give me latest episode.
Playing Al Jazeera news updates from Amazon Music. Here's the latest episode. Israeli strikes kill 40 Palestinians in Gaza City. Famine death toll rises daily in Gaza.
What's up, North Carolina? It's Bluff here. And do you like fishing? Well, you can go fishing on SpinQuest.com on slots just like Big Bass Bonanza, or you can throw dice on craps. With over 1,000 games available, the entertainment is endless, and instant cash prize redemptions means no waiting to get your prizes. And new users that sign up today get a $30 coin package for $10. So sign up now.
SpinQuest is a free-to-play social casino. Void where prohibited. Visit spinquest.com for more details.
Al Jazeera Podcasts.
An earthquake in Afghanistan has killed more than 800 people, most of whom were in the northeastern Kunar province. The epicenter was near the city of Jalalabad, with a magnitude of 6 from a shallow depth. Mohammed Jamjoon reports.
Scenes of devastation and desperation after a strong earthquake struck eastern Afghanistan. When daylight revealed the extent of the damage, homes made of mud and wood lay in ruins.
Almost the entire village has collapsed. Children are trapped under the rubble. The elderly are under the rubble. Young people are under the rubble. We need help here. There is no one who can come to recover the dead bodies still under the rubble.
Search and rescue operations are underway, and injured people are being evacuated.
Alexa,
rugged-
pause. Whoa, hold on. Alexa, Matthew chapter 24, verse 5.
From blueletterbubble.org. Matt 24-5. For many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and will deceive many.
Alexa, Matthew chapter 24, verse 6.
From blueletterbubble.org. Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for these things must needs come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Alexa, Matthew chapter 24, verse 7.
From Quora.com. Matthew 24:7. The nations and kingdoms will proclaim war against each other, and there will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. Alexa, Matthew chapter 24, verse 7.
From Quora.com. Matthew 24:7. The nations and kingdoms will proclaim war against each other, and there will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world.
Okay, keyword right there. Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. It's not that what's going on. This is, remember, let me remind you, this is Christ speaking. You would know that it's Christ because if you're looking in the Bible, it's in red. So not only is it in red, Christ prophesied this 2,000 years ago. He said there'd be many wars. Hold on. Alexa, Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. Alexa, Matthew chapter 24, verse 7.
From Quora.com. Matthew 24:7. The nations and kingdoms will proclaim war against each other, and there will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world.
Do you see what's going on with India and America? Russia and the Ukraine? Russia and America? China getting in this? Uganda? You know what I'm saying? This is Christ's prophecy. There shall be famines. There's famines in where? There's a manufactured famine in Gaza. Alexa, what countries is experiencing famines?
From UNICEF.org. Famine has been confirmed in Sudan, while other hotspots with people experiencing catastrophic levels of acute food insecurity include the Gaza Strip, South Sudan, Haiti, and Mali.
That's the countries that's experiencing famines. Earthquakes in diverse places. It's earthquakes in places that haven't experienced earthquakes. Alexa, what countries experience earthquakes?
From mapsofindia.com. The countries that are earthquake-prone include Japan, Indonesia, the Philippines, Mexico, and Chile.
Alexa, where was there earthquakes this month?
I don't know that.
But we know that there was a big one in Afghanistan. Time for you guys to get right. Time for you guys to get right. Because there's only one way. You know what I'm saying? These things that you see in the earth, these earthquakes, just the beginning. Just the beginning. Alexa, Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. Alexa, Matthew chapter 24, verse 7.
From Quora.com. Matthew 24:7. The nations and kingdoms will proclaim war against each other, and there will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world.
See there, people? Hold on one moment. button.
But the rugged mountainous terrain makes their work more challenging. And aid agencies say that because the location is so remote, it will take time to assess the scale of the devastation.
We've been speaking with partners and other international organizations and national level organizations. And what everyone says is that it's very hard to tell because the area is so remote, because the villages are interspersed. What we do know is that Mazar village seems to have been the epicenter and that the village is completely destroyed.
Many are worried not only that the number of dead and injured will rise, but also that this disaster will further stretch the limited resources of Afghanistan, a country already grappling with numerous humanitarian crises. Mohammed Jamjoom, Al Jazeera.
Israeli forces have carried out waves of airstrikes on Gaza City, bombing densely populated residential areas and tent camps. More than 40 Palestinians have been killed since dawn. Israel's intensified its attacks on the north of the Strip as it carries out a large-scale military assault to seize control of the city and force nearly 1 million people south. Well, 3 children are among 9 more Palestinians who have died of hunger and starvation in Gaza over the past day. The famine, a result of Israel's months-long blockade, has killed almost 350 Palestinians. More than a third of the deaths have been children and infants.
King Faisal.
Alexa, pause. Shame. It's your news. You tune into the ISBC Truth Afternoon News. I will show people if you're new to the channel. We give you the news, break down the news every afternoon right here. Make sure you guys tap on that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. Tap on that subscribe button. Also, hit that like button, people. Get us in the algorithm. Hit that like button, people. Get us in those algorithms. Also, let's see what else. This evening, make sure you guys hit those like buttons. Hold on for a minute. Oh, you probably have it on the list, on the prior orders. I'm gonna get a bottle of the same one. Previous order. Yeah, it's the big one. The small one. Oh, the small one? The big one's $15. $15? I think I better get the big one, that way it'll last. Small one, $8. Yeah, I think I better get the big one, that'll last me longer. And just add on a bag of Lay's potato chips. The family size.
Show ID.
Well, by the time it comes, somebody will be there. By the time it comes, you know, it's usually from.
You know, you can get to our forces.
Yeah, your mother could be here.
Show ID.
Yeah, either your mother or somebody else It's 7.5? I thought you had it on. Huh?
Hey.
Let me call you right back. My sister called.
Oh.
I'll call you right back.
Is that it? That's the one right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you had it on file.
Well, I think I took it all because I got confused with I was about to order
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
got confused. And I'm trying to order me a new OTC card.
Ooh, okay.
Sign the OTC card messed up. What's it? My new card coming in there. But I paid electric bill. The Sycamore?
Is that 5?
Um,
That's, that May, ain't it? I think that's May. Oh, no, that's, yeah, that's May. Yes, May, that's May. You got it? Okay, okay.
7523.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be at 4th.
Okay, dope. Okay.
6 o'clock.
Okay. Sorry about that, people. I had to place an order real quick. You know how that you know how that Walmart is. If you don't place your order early, hold on. You know how that Walmart is. If you don't place your order early for Walmart, you won't get your order till damn near the next day. I need my order today. So I need to place my order as early as possible so I can get my order today. So yeah, I had to get that out the way. So now let's go ahead and continue. As you know, the earthquake in Afghanistan, yes, it's a bad one, people. But hey, didn't the Lord say that these things was going to happen? The Lord said this was going to happen, right? Let's see. Alexa, Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. Alexa, Matthew chapter 24, verse 7.
From Quora.com. Matthew 24:7 The nations and kingdoms will proclaim war against each other, and there will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world.
Christ prophesied that 2,000 years ago. And here we is 2,000 years later. You know what that's telling you? What is that telling you? If Christ prophesied this 2,000 years ago, and we're living 2,000 years later, what does that tell you? Does that tell you that we are in the year 2025? Or does that tell you that we just approaching the 2,000 year mark? Which one does it tell you, people? Does it tell you that we are in 2025? Or does it tell you that we are approaching that 2,000 year mark? Which one? Alexa, Daniel chapter 7 verse 25.
From GodTube.com. Daniel 7:25 And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
250 years we will be put in the hands of the all unmelanated Caucasian. And during the time we shall be put in the hands of the unmelanated Caucasian, he will change times and laws. What times and laws did he change? We went off believing that the first of the year was January 1st. How many years have we went on believing that the first of the year is January 1st? But nothing changed. When the ball drops December 31st and we say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year! And you still got on a damn triple down goose. You know what I'm saying? You know, the one with the fur on the hood, going around the hood. Y'all remember that? You know what I'm saying? We still got on the triple and we still got gloves on. We got the mask on because it is cold. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed from December 31st to January 1st. Nothing changed. What else haven't changed? How is the new day is at the strike of midnight? Nothing changed. From 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. That's supposed to be the change of the day, right? But it's still dark from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. It's still night. You still got a few hours before the sun come up. But the new day starts when the sun goes down, not when the sun comes up. So, Alexa, Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. Alexa, Daniel chapter 7, verse 25.
From GodTube.com. Daniel 7:25 And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
We was given into this unmelanated Caucasian hand for 250 years. We're not in 2025. We're far from that. We're far from the year 2025. We are just approaching the time that the Lord prophesied through the prophet Daniel that we shall be in the hands of this enemy for. Times, that's 100 years. And times, with an S, first you have time. That's singular. That's 100 years. And then you have times. The next word is times with an S. That's 2 times and times, and the dividers again times. So that's, I'm sorry, I said 200? That's 350 years. 350 years we have been in the hands of this enemy. For 350 years. Christ spoke this in the Matthew chapter 24, verse 7, 2,000 years ago. And we're just approaching that now. You know what I'm saying? And to wear out the saints of the Most High. Who are the saints of the Most High? Alexa, Psalms chapter 147, verse 19.
From BlueLetterBubble.org. PSA 147:19. He showeth his word to Jacob, his statutes and his judgments to Israel.
No. Alexa, Psalms chapter 148, verse 19.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
That's verse 19. Alexa, Psalm chapter 148, verse 19.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Psalms chapter 148, verse 14, maybe. Alexa, Psalm chapter 148, verse 14.
From BlueLetterBubble.org. PSA 148:14. He has put on high the horn of his people, for the praise of all his saints, even the children of Israel, a people which is near to him.
That is who the saints are. The saints are the Israelites. The saints are the Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. That's the southern kingdom. That's the Negroes, the Haitians, and Jamaicans. That's the southern kingdom. That's the saints. So wake up, people. Wake up. People, if you're new to this channel, you are tuned into the afternoon news hour show, ISBC News Hour Show, every afternoon right here on ISBC Truth with your host, Pastor Michael Smith. Don't forget to make sure you guys hit that, hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel, people. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. Don't forget, people, that subscribe button. What else we got? Hit that like button, people. Tap on that like button. Get us in the algorithm, people. Tap on that like button. What else we got? Don't forget that you can hit that join button. You can become a member of this ministry as well. The perks that you get becoming a member of this ministry, you get first dibs on the Illuminati Radio merch. You get T-shirts, coffee mugs, Illuminati coffee mugs. You get merch. Also, what else you get becoming a member of this ministry is you get first dibs on the Illuminati, the ISBC Truth Hebrew Israelite calendars. You know what I'm saying? That way you can be on time. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about the enemy in Daniel chapter 7. You know what I'm saying? Changing the times and laws. You will be on point. Because we got calendars for you. You get first dibs on that. That's what you get becoming a member of this channel. Also, you also get first dibs on exclusive views on the Illuminati Radio podcast, where we expose Hollywood, celebrities, and such things of that nature. So you don't want to miss out on that. So make sure you guys hit that join button as you can. The next article or the next news we're gonna go get NPR. Let me see. Alexa, get me NPR News. Alexa, give me NPR News.
Playing NPR News now from Amazon Music. Here's the latest episode, NPR News, September 1st, 2025, 12 p.m. EDT.
This message comes from Carvana. Selling your car shouldn't take all day. With Carvana, it doesn't. Get a great offer in no time. Then choose to drop off or pick up and get paid on the spot. Sell your car today on Carvana.com. Pickup fees may apply.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Nora Rahm. Russian President Vladimir Putin says U.S.-backed peace efforts to end the war in Ukraine could still bear fruit. He spoke at an Asian Regional Security Summit in China, where he began a 4-day visit from Moscow.
Yeah, I seen that. That was over the weekend. To all you brothers and sisters, y'all probably was out and about over the weekend. I had my ears tuned into the news, and I seen this whole interview when the Russian president was over in China. Oh, they gave that man a warm welcome. And pay attention to when they shook brother Mr. Putin shook his hand. He did the same Masonic handshake that he did with Donald Trump. He did the same Masonic handshake that he did with Donald Trump. Letting you know that even the meeting with the Chinese president is all Masonically ordered. That letting you know that all of these people are in sync and on one accord. They just, you know what I'm saying, they just disagree with one another, you know what I'm saying, and for power. That's all it is. They just disagree with one another for power. But they all part of the same cult. Because if, like I said, I was watching that thing all the weekend, and the president of Russia did that same handshake that he did to Donald Trump in Alaska. Nothing get past Pastor Michael Smith. So let's go ahead. Alexa, resume.
Resuming NPR News now from Amazon Music. NPR News, September 1st, 2025, 12 p.m. EDT.
Charles Maines has details.
Speaking before leaders from countries including China, India, and Iran, Putin claimed Western meddling in Ukraine and NATO's expansion had forced Russia's full-scale invasion of its neighbor. Yet Putin said understandings reached at his recent summit with President Trump in Alaska had opened the path towards peace. Trump and his negotiators say the Alaska talks marked a breakthrough, with Putin agreeing to concessions towards Ukraine's future security in exchange for forfeiting land. Yet the Kremlin has since slow-walked Trump's efforts to organize a
Alexa,
summit.
pause. That's a bunch of BS. Because right after Putin and so-called Donald Trump met in Alaska, the next day, as soon as Putin got back, it was announced that what? It was drone strikes against Ukraine. And you know what I'm saying? Right after. Come on, people. But anyway, Alexa, resume. Alexa, resume.
Resuming NPR News now, from Amazon Music. NPR News, September 1st, 2025, 12 p.m. EDT.
Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky and dismissed several Western proposals for security guarantees for Ukraine outright. Charles Maines, NPR News, Moscow.
The Taliban government in Afghanistan says more than 800 people have died after a magnitude 6 earthquake last night. A spokesman said most of the dead were in Kunar province. At least 2,500 people
Alexa,
were hurt.
pause. Alexa, what scripture where it says, "For the Lord comes as a thief in the night"?
From phrases.org.uk. The phrase "like a thief in the night" originates from Hebrew and dates all the way back to the Christian Bible, more specifically in the New Testament, 1 Thessalonians 5:2.
Alexa, give me 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2.
According to the King James Bible, 1 Thessalonians 5:2 reads, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night."
For you know perfectly the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2. Alexa, give me 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. Alexa, give me 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1.
According to the King James Bible, 1 Thessalonians 5:1 reads, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you."
For the times and the seasons, you have no need that the prophets write unto you. Alexa, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Maybe I'm saying it wrong. See, my tongue is kind of thick. And Alexa you got to be specific, Alexa. Alexa, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
1 Thessalonians. Alexa, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Lord. It's me.
Efforts are underway. The BBC's Azadamo Sherry has more.
Alexa, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I don't know what's going
The
on.
earthquake hit a region where most homes are made of mud, stone, and clay.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2. I'm saying it wrong. I know I'm saying it wrong.
Match for the intensity of the
wrong.
tremors.
That's why Alexa
Emergency teams are struggling to reach the worst hit places, which are in a mountainous.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Yeah, I'm saying it.
Helicopters have been deployed as landslides have blocked off roads. This emergency is happening as the country is reeling from severe drought and what the World Food Programme is calling a hunger crisis. The government is calling for international.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Yeah, I'm saying
As it warns the number of casualties is likely to rise.
Azadamo Sherry reporting for the BBC. Hundreds of news outlets around the world have signed on to an appeal calling for the protection of Palestinian journalists in Gaza and for foreign press to be granted independent access to the territory. More than 200 Palestinian journalists in Gaza have been killed by Israeli forces since the war broke out. NPR's Aya Petraoui reports.
Many of the media outlets signed on are blacking out their front pages or, like NPR, are taking part by reporting on the appeal.
It's a bunch of BS. The only independent news outlets there is out there that the powers that be did not swallow up and buy up is Out to Zero. NPR is bought. You know NPR is bought by the government because the government was funding NPR. That was one of the fundings that the PBS station, NPR, was one of the government that the funding sources that the government was pulling back. So we know NPR is bought by the government, and little do you know, the BBC is also bought by the government. So there's only very few media outlets out there that is not bought by the government, and Al Jazeera is one of the media outlets that is not bought by the government. Oh, here's another one that's not bought by the government. ISBC Truth is not bought by the government. Illuminati Radio is not bought by the government. Anyway, so when you see about they all joining forces because solidarity, no, that's bull. It's bull. Alexa, resume.
Resuming NPR News now from Amazon Music. NPR News, September 1st, 2025, 12 p.m. EDT.
Palestinian journalists face in Gaza. A similar petition signed in June by the editors-in-chiefs of major news organizations noted that Israel's ban on independent access to Gaza is without precedent in modern warfare. Moreover, the Committee to Protect Journalists says August was the deadliest month ever recorded for journalists globally. That's due to what Palestinians say is 15 journalists killed in Gaza in August alone. Last week, Israeli attacks killed 5 journalists at a hospital, including photographers for Reuters and the AP. 2 more journalists were killed since then in other attacks. Aya Batrawi, NPR News, Dubai.
This is NPR News in Washington. A major evacuation is underway in Pakistan's Punjab province to rescue people stranded by floods after weeks of above normal rainfall. Hundreds of thousands of people have been moved to higher ground so far. Drug deaths in the U.S. continue an historic decline, according to the latest provisional data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Fatal overdoses have now reached their lowest level in 5 years. NPR's Brian Mann reports.
Fatal drug overdoses rose during the pandemic to catastrophic levels, driven in part, according to public health experts, by the rapid spread of street fentanyl. The latest CDC data shows deaths have now plunged nationwide by roughly a third from the peak. The latest 12-month period through March of this year found a total of roughly 77,648 U.S. drug deaths. A report earlier this year appeared to show drug deaths rising again. But revised federal data now shows fatal overdoses have declined steadily without interruption for 2 years. CDC researchers say revisions are common in complex public health data. Despite this unprecedented decline in drug deaths, President Trump cites fentanyl as justification for a range of policies, from tariffs to the crackdown on migrants.
Alexa, pause. You know that they pre-planned for this fentanyl epidemic. Watch this. Alexa, when did fentanyl was patented?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Alexa, when was the drug fentanyl patented?
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers contributor that I translated. Fentanyl was invented in Belgium by Paul Janssen, who was a doctor and researcher. It was first manufactured in 1960 and was approved for medical use starting in 1968 in the United States.
Do you hear that, people? Do you hear that, people? They knew that they were going to spread this fentanyl wide in these times. They approved it in the United States in 1968. What does 86 means? When you want to get rid of somebody, you do what? You 86 them. Alexa, when did Bill Gates turn 1 year old? Alexa, when did Bill Gates turn 1 year old?
I don't have an answer for that.
Alexa, what year did Bill Gates turn 1 year old?
Sorry, I don't know that.
It was 1969, I think it was. Either 68 or 69. I'm gonna try to reword it again. Alexa, what year did Bill Gates turn 1 year old?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Alexa, when was Bill Gates born?
Bill Gates was born in 1955.
Oh, my bad. 1956, he would have turned 1 year old. 56 is Jesuit. Okay. So 1956 is 1. 57 is 2. 58 is 3. 59 is 4. 60 is 5. He will be 5 years old in 1960. Okay. All right. Yeah, because the same time he turned 1 is when the same time what's his name? Elvis. Alexa, what year was it when Elvis took the polio vaccine on TV?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Let's see. Alexa, when did Elvis took the polio vaccine on TV?
I don't know that.
Alexa, what year was it when Elvis took the polio vaccine?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
I think it was 1956. It was 1956. Elvis, who was very big at the time, I think that was 1956. He had took the polio vaccine live on TV. It was in 1956, 1968. I think it was 1956 though, because at the same time Bill Gates turned 1. That's when he put to let you know that all this is orchestrated. They orchestrated all of this. Fentanyl, you know what I'm saying? Fentanyl was patented in America in what, 1968? You know. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue. Alexa, resume.
Resuming NPR News now, from Amazon Music. NPR News, September 1st, 2025, 12 p.m. EDT.
And NPR News.
The Democratic National Committee meets in Minneapolis tomorrow. Members will begin planning for the primary schedule for the 2028 presidential election. Former President Biden had pushed the DNC last time to allow South Carolina to weigh in first on the Democratic candidate. Any final decision probably won't be made until after next year's midterm elections. I'm Nora Rahm, NPR News in Washington.
This message comes from Wealthfront. Earn 4% APY from partner banks until you're ready to invest.
Pause. I think that's it for NPR News right there, because that's a commercial right there. Let's see, is there anything else in the news before we close out? Let's see what else. People, you're tuned into the afternoon ISBC Truth Afternoon News Hour show where we give you the news and we break down the news and everything. Don't forget Bible study classes tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't want to miss out on that Bible study class. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells. Hit that subscribe button. Let's see what's up with let's see. Alexa, give me 10-10 wins. Alexa, give me 10-10 wins.
10-10 wins from Odyssey.
In what's being referred to as worker and wealth-focused rallies. More than 1,000 so-called workers over billionaires events are planned. They've been organized by the biggest federation of labor unions in the U.S., the AFL-CIO.
Jim Krasula reporting in the city. One of the demonstrations will be held in front of Trump Tower. One of the groups helping to lead that rally is called One Fair Wage. Its co-founder, Saruj Araman, says pay has been stagnant, taxes have gone up, while billionaires have seen record profits. And they're also going to enjoy some new tax cuts.
In New York, we are specifically calling out the need for New York to respond, New York legislators to respond to prices going up because of tariffs and benefits being taken away by the federal government, food stamps, Medicaid, by raising the minimum wage.
She says the minimum wage, in order to meet a basic standard of living in the city, would need to be somewhere along the lines of $30 an hour. Former Mayor Rudy Giuliani.
Pause. Did y'all hear that? In order for you to meet the basic standards of living in New York, you got to be making at least $30 an hour. In order for you to be able to make it. I know when I was in, that's why I moved down to North Carolina, because before 2020, I was living in New York, actually Long Island. And I remember my rent, you know what I'm saying, I was paying damn near almost $2,000 a month. I think it was like let me see. It'd be like 1.9. Ain't that something? Lord. I was paying in there like 1.9 a month, and my address was 91 Wyman Avenue. My address was 91 Wyman Avenue, and I was paying 1.9 a month. You know, that's 19 in reverse. 19 represent what? Transition. Sun worship. But you know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. You know, I just noticed that. But yeah, I was paying like 1.9 a month. You know what I'm saying? That's rent right there. That's not counting. That's not even counting, you know what I'm saying, your electric.
They're still saying the same thing.
Hold on. Hit that mute button on there. Is a mute button there? Is on mute? Okay. Okay, people. So, yeah, so, you know, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Make sure you guys hit them subscribe buttons, people. Something else saying. Oh yeah, 19. You know what I'm saying? That's not counting the electric, the your food expenses. You know, you got to get your groceries, your transportation. You need transportation in the city, people. You need transportation in the city. Luckily, I was messing with them Issacharites. Luckily, I was messing with the Mexicans. And the Mexicans, that's why I love the Northern Kingdom people. The Mexicans seen a problem, and what they did was they went to the police auction, bought a couple of cars, got some Nextel chirps, And now they had their own cab company. You know what I'm saying? They charge you $4 wherever you want to go in Huntington Station. $4. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter if they're waiting or not. $4. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like Instacart. Instacart can put their mind together. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you got to be at least making $30 an hour in order to make it in New York. That's crazy. That is crazy. And that was in the suburb. I'm in the suburb. I was in, you know what I'm saying? I was in Long Island, Huntington Station, especially in the area I was. That's like mostly like the suburb. That wasn't the ghetto. That was like more like the suburbs. So can you imagine how much it is in the damn ghetto? Anyway, let's see what's it. Alexa, give me resume. Alexa, resume. Alexa, give me 10-10 wins. Alexa, give me 10-10 wins.
10-10 wins from Odyssey.
Could see some rain later Thursday night, couple of showers around on Friday with highs in the 70s. Right now in Central Park, 74 and partly sunny, going up to 79 in Midtown. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist John Feerick on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay sharing his skin cancer diagnosis this weekend. He took to Instagram, put out a photo of the side of his face bandaged below his ear down to his neck. Doctors removed a basal cell carcinoma from his skin. He joked it's not a facelift or else he would need a refund.
Alexa, pause. But that's not even it. That was just on Long Island. Long Island, I was paying like $1,900 a month. When I was in Brooklyn back in 2014, when I was celebrating the Feast of Tabernacles in 2014 in Brooklyn, the rent there was, I think, like $2,100. Yeah, like $2,100. Like $2,100 back in 2014. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? That is, I guess it's because that was damn over in that little area. But yeah, that was back in Brooklyn. So I went from $2,100 to Long Island, $1,900. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot cheaper, you know what I'm saying, in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? You definitely ain't seeing them prices in North Carolina. And that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I urge anybody, you know what I'm saying, if you tired of all them high rent prices over there in the city, bring your butt down to North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? You definitely get some reasonable prices. Anyway, let's go ahead and resume. Alexa, press play. Alexa, resume. Alexa, 10-10 wins.
10-10 wins from Odyssey.
Alexa, press play.
Elevator to the 48th floor and handed him the briefing. Your fingertips touched, sending a shockwave of desire through the air. The room pulsed with a silent craving as he
Alexa,
drew you in.
pause. Yeah, that's commercials. Alexa, give me CBS News Radio.
CBS News Radio from TuneIn.
United Healthcare nurse Crystal checked in on a patient.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell in her voice that she was struggling.
Crystal knew she needed help.
And I knew that this is very serious. This is like septic. This is life-threatening.
And she knew just what to do.
And I called the hospital and said, she's coming in. Here are her labs.
And got her the help she needed.
I see my role at United Healthcare as a life-saving
This is INBC Truth. This is Afternoon News Brief. Breaking down the news, scriptures, much more.
If you're playing, that's it for me. We have more news after the break here on CBS News 24/7, live from San Francisco. Stay with us for more.
All right. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. People tap on the subscribe button.
CBS Mornings is clearly fun.
Tap on them subscribe button. People tap on those subscribe buttons. Don't forget, hit them like button, people. Hit those like buttons. If you want to hit that join button, become a member. Get exclusive Illuminati Radio podcast. Also, exclusive merchandise, Illuminati Radio merchandise, and you get first dibs on the Hebrew Israelite calendars every year. Hit that join button. I think that's gonna wrap it up for the news because I don't think there's any more news. People.
Every night, you get the all-new CBS Evening News every weeknight. This is CBS.
Fair use for education purposes only. Fair use.
I had progressively fallen
All right,
deeper
Alexa, pause.
into the world.
Alexa, pause. Yeah, amen. That's gonna wrap it up for the news brief, people. We're gonna see you guys tonight at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is a Bible study class. If you want to tune in by telephone to the Bible study class, the telephone number is 978-890-8900. That's 978-890-8900. And the access code is 365-310-pound. That's 365-310-pound. If you tune into that Bible study class tonight, you can call in early. You don't have to call in at 8 because the line opens up at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can call in by 6:00. If you have any questions or comments or you pray or whatnot, you can get that done by 6:00. I think this is going to wrap that up. I'm your host, I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. And I'll see you guys tonight at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go ahead and close out, people. We will see you guys tonight. We will see you guys tonight. Okay. All right. All right. See you guys tonight, people.